actually. So I write in a vague way so that the songs are up for interpretation. So that I think that if I frame it vaguely, if one of our fans or someone's listening to the song or reading the lyrics and they interpret it in a way that, oh, that applies to something that I'm going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And they make a connection with that song, and then that could help them in like even if it's in a tiny way. If it helps them get through something
Yeah.
that they're dealing with, then to me that's as important as it gets. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because and I think that also, I think in another way that also creates like a bond, like a connection with that song or that band. Because I know that like when I've been going through shit and I've put a song on or found a song or started listening to something or reading the lyrics and I've gone, oh fucking hell. That like that's kind of resonating with what I'm going through right now. And then that's like helped me. Do you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And made me feel like, oh, I'm not the only person. Do you know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah.
the only person that this shit's happening to or feels this way. And then I've ended up getting like such a strong connection with that band through that song. And I think that's like super important, super like really important. But the song Pantheon is about, without going too deeply into it, is about me struggling with like imposter syndrome.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, because obviously we started this band when we were kids. We've grown up listening to all of these bands and idolizing all these bands, like Cannibal Corpse and Dying Fetus and Suffocation.
Yeah.
And then it's like 10, 15 years later, you're sharing stages with them and you're sharing backstages with them and dressing rooms and green rooms, and you're sitting there eating your food with them and like, and you're sharing tour buses with them. And it's like, for me, it's like I'm rubbing shoulders with gods.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? This is like my pantheon. This is my like religion. Do you know what I mean? These are
Yeah.
my gods. These are my idols. These are the people that I've revered so much. And then I start thinking like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why am I here? Like, why do I even deserve to be here? Like, am I even good enough to be on the stage with these guys? Like, and it's just like it's totally human. Like, it's a
Of
totally
course.
human thing to think. Like, do you know what I mean? But that's kind of what that song is about. But then I've framed it in a way as if I'm talking about a literal pantheon of gods.
Mm.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I try to keep it vague, but like that's what that song's about, and that's why that one was the one that took me the longest to write, because I had to really think about the lyrics and how. I mean, I always really think about the lyrics, but I mean, like, it took me a while to get that one into words.